we have identified certain townships where communities are challenged with perennial sanitation challenges. So year in, year out, we have areas like Luansha, we have townships like in Kabushi, there are some areas in Kabushi, there are some areas in Kwacha, Kaunda Square, where such communities are going through a number of problems in terms of sewer blockages because of in some extent you have a situation where the communities have outgrown the network. In some situations, it's just the old age of the network. So what we did was we conducted an assessment and then presented a report to the Council of Ministers responsible for disaster management. So to avert a disaster which was going to be created as a result of these sanitation challenges, we came up with a report and also a proposed budget of 86 million. This report was adopted and the budget was approved, and the money released to my ministry. And this money was broken down as follows. In Kana Water was given 53 million kwacha. Full Water was given 17 million kwacha. And we gave Lusaka Water 15.5 million kwacha. So now that ask you a question. So for Lusaka Water, they will be working on the sewer challenges around Kaunda Square Stage 1 community. So in their assessment, when we conducted the assessment in Kaunda Square, two things were found to be problematic. There are certain manholes that are continuously blocking because of being overwhelmed because of the size of the pipes that are connected to those manholes. So in those areas, it means we have to remove these smaller pipes, which are 6 inch in size, will have to be removed and replaced with about 10, 15 inch pipes. Then we also found out that because in Kaunda Square Stage 1, the type of toilets that are being used are those squatting toilets. What that means is that they are very prone to external materials falling into the toilet. As a result, you find that each time there's a blockage and they're trying to block, they find that there are a lot of external materials which are ending up into the sanitation network, which ordinarily should have not been found in the network. So to avoid that, and also to avoid storm water from finding its way into the sanitation network, we have to put pedestal toilets or the sitting toilets. So the target number of these toilets is about 3,000 for Kaunda Square Stage 1. And this is where we are going to apply the 15.5 million kwacha in that area. So the whole Kaunda Square has flushable toilets already built, but it's the fact that they are just flat toilets. They are those squatting toilets. They are just flat. So we need now to bring in the sitting toilets. So using this money, the pedestal toilets will be bought for the community and installed so that we reduce the incidences of having external objects going into the sanitation network. The works as we speak, the initial stages have already started in terms of sensitization and the way these works are going to be carried out is that we're going to use the local people in Kaunda Square. Within the community, there are those local plumbers who will be contracted by Lusaka Water. Lusaka Water will play a supervisory role, and they're going to procure the materials. But in terms of labor, we are going to get the local people to get involved and install these toilets. As we are speaking now, what is happening is that the utility company is already in the community to sensitize the people, and thereafter the works will commence. So basically, we are treating these as emergency works in nature, emergency works. So we have given them a period of 3 months in which they have to finish off the works. The focus of the ministry and this minister is to ensure that we attend to all the sanitation challenges throughout the country. In line with our Vision 2030, we must have adequate sanitation services throughout the country. So each and every citizen, we envisage that by 2030, each and every citizen must have access to adequate sanitation services. We are targeting to ensure that all the areas are, given adequate sanitation services. However, in terms of this allocation, the 86 million is targeted to deal with the challenges that we are faced in Rwansha, Ndola, Kitwe, and Lusaka, in particular, Kaunda Square, Kabushi area, Kwacha, and the Rwansha. However, there are other areas within Lusaka that are having sanitation challenges, like in Chirenge, around Chirenge Market, Chibero area. These, again, we are going to attend to them, but not in this allocation. So we are still pursuing other avenues to ensure that we attend to other townships, other localities who have sanitation challenges.